in this work, we have studied the evolution of cancer in pancreatic cancer survivors. And we wanted to know if there's any signatures of immune system, like of selection imposed by the immune system that could be seen during this evolution. So we have collected the data, or our collaborators from Memorial Sloan Kettering and Johns Hopkins have collected has collected samples from pancreatic cancer survivors over 10 years. So we had primary tumors and metastatic tumors, and we have shown that in the long-term survivors, the activity of the immune system really has a huge impact on how the metastatic tumors look like. So we knew how what are the clones and which mutations get to be edited, and we also like develop a mathematical model that can be used to some extent predict the evolution of metastases. Yeah, so our methodology was like based on two things. So one was a mathematical model that we actually have previously developed that quantifies immunogenicity or like quality of neoantigens in cancer. So neoantigens are mutated peptides that just have that in tumors, so these are just parts of proteins that contain mutations, and due to this, those neoantigens, like those mutated peptides, the tumors or the cancer cells may become visible to the immune system because they are presented and then can by this MHC class 1 mechanism, and then can be recognized by the immune cells. So we have previously developed a mathematical model that can like quantify which mutations can generate highly immunogenic peptides, so like such peptides that are well recognized by the immune system. And in this work now we've shown so previously we have shown that that we could predict which patients would live longer because of this high immunogenicity of the tumors, and increased activity of the immune system. And now we have used this to study this longitudinal data with tumors sampled over many years to see how this immunogenicity can affect the evolution. Yeah, so the key result was really basically the fact that we were able to show that that the immune system has really high impact on the composition of metastatic tumors of those pancreatic cancer patients that are quite rare, who lived over 5 years, up to 10 years now, and some of them are still alive. And we have contrasted the composition of those of the tumors with a group of short-term survivors who did not show this pattern, so whose immune systems were not as activated as in this long-term survivors. So I think that we have really shown in human cancer that the immune system can have high impact and can be activated without without immunotherapy on its own. There can be indigenous response of the immune system, and that indeed it can affect the evolution. Yes, I think that this is first of all, this is quite a general like basic science result, where we shown that this activity of the immune system is an important factor for predicting the evolution. But of course, once we have discovered such a key element of the mechanism that affects the evolution, we can use it later for doing predictions and for planning better the therapies and the course of treatment. because like, of course, like any method or methodology that allows us to predict into the future, and in this case, it allows us to infer which of the clones or mutations are likely to be eliminated from the tumor on its own. This can like help us to plan which other mutations should be targeted and by treatments. So it just gives us a very basic insight into the course of evolution and plan, and hopefully it can plan in the future to can help us to plan treatments. It's an interesting result for pancreatic cancer because like pancreatic cancer has been like is believed to be a tumor that is not like it's not the first type of tumor that is thought of in the context of immune system activity and immunotherapies. So it's like so far has been like believed that it's that this is a type of tumor where the immune system is not active and that there's not much room for immunotherapies because it's not highly mutated. So yeah, so that's I think this is one of the novel results here is that possibly that we showing that there's some endogenous response of the immune system, and which could be further increased by application of immunotherapies.